Welcome to this 15-minute seated yoga class. Get comfortable on your mat and inhale, reach your right arm up by your ear, bend the elbow, bringing your hand to your upper back or neck, and take your left hand and grab your elbow as you fold over towards your left side, looking towards your right side. Breathe deeply and slowly in and out through the nose. Holding here. And then exhale, release the arms back down to the floor. And let's switch sides, bringing the left arm up by the ear. Bend your elbow, bring the palm of your hand to the lower neck or the upper back. Take your right arm over your head, grab your elbow, and stretch over to your right side, looking to your left side. This is a great stretch for the shoulders. Then inhale, come to center, and exhale, release the arms back down to the floor. We're going to cross the left arm on top of the right arm, bend the elbows, and try to bring the palms together. Inhale, lift the elbows up, stretching through the middle of the upper back. This is called eagle arms. Holding here, and then slowly bring the elbows back down. And let's switch. Bring the right arm on top of the left, bend the elbows, and try to bring the palms together as you reach up with the hands stretching between the shoulder blades. And then on your next exhale, bring the elbows back down and uncross the arms, resting the hands on the knees. Then from here, reach your arms out to the side, stretch palms, turn facing up. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, press the palms together, look at your hands, and as you bring your hands to heart center, you are pressing the palms together as firmly as possible. Inhale, press the palms, straighten the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, press the palms firmly together as you bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach all the way up, press the palms, look to your thumbs. And exhale, pressing the palms firmly together, bring the hands back to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And then take the arms back by the ears. Holding here, draw the belly in, engage your abdominals. And exhale, turn the palms down as you release your hands to the floor. Take your right arm across your chest and put your left hand right above your elbow. As you pull that right arm towards your collarbone, turn and look over your right shoulder. Continue slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose, and then slowly release. Now take your left arm across your chest, take your right hand above the elbow, and turn your head and look over your left shoulder. As you pull on the arm, this is a gentle stretch for the shoulder and upper back. Exhale and slowly release the hands back down to the floor. Now we're going to bring those shoulders up towards the ears, look up, and exhale, chin down, relax the shoulders. Inhale, look up, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, shoulders down, look down. Inhale, shoulders up, look up. Exhale, shoulders down, chin down. Now let's move to a seated position with the knees bent. This is reverse tabletop. Make sure your fingers are pointing toward your heels. Lift your hips up and drop your head back only as far as comfortable. And then exhale, slowly come on back down and straighten your legs. Bend your left knee up towards your shoulder. Bring your right hand on the floor next to your hip and try to bring your left hand down next to your foot. If you're more flexible, wrap your left arm around your leg, wrap the right arm around your back and try to clasp your hands. Make sure your right foot is flexed and your right leg is engaged. This is a great shoulder stretch, a great bringing out for the left hip. Now let's bring that right shoulder inside. Bring the hand to the floor, left hand next to your hip, or if you want to go deeper, wrap that right arm around the leg, the left arm around the back, bind your hands, flex your left foot, and squeeze your shoulders as you wring out the right hip. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly release from the pose and extend the legs. Now let's come to sitting on the feet, knees together. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your palms together tightly and look up. We're opening the chest, opening the heart, stretching the throat. Bring the jaw together and lift the hands up as high as you can. Bring the belly in. This is a wonderful heart and throat chakra opener. And then exhale, slowly release. Now I'm going to turn so you can see my back. You can stay where you are. You can reach behind your back and grab your elbows. This is option 1. But if you like more of a challenge, you're going to bring your hands together in reverse prayer position, reverse namaste. And the goal is to get the shoulder blades flat on your back, palms pressed, and then lift your chin, look up, bring your jaw together, and stretch from the chin down to the collarbone, opening the heart. Another great heart opener. Slowly release out of the pose and come back to a seated position, bringing the bottom of your right foot into your left thigh. Inhale, reach up, interlace your fingers. Exhale, fold, and bring your hands around the bottom of your left foot, bending your elbows down to the floor. If you can't reach your foot, that's okay. You can use a towel or strap or simply hold the ankle. Work your chin to your shin and keep your right sits bone on the ground. Take several slow, deep breaths here. And then inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do the other side. Bring the bottom of your left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Interlace the fingers. This time switch the grip. And then fold over the right leg, binding your hands around the foot, bending the elbows to the floor, working your chin to your shin. Try to keep your left sits bone on the ground. And taking long, slow, deep breaths here. After several breaths, inhale, reach up, and then exhale, straighten both legs. Move the flesh away from the sits bones, squeeze your kneecaps. Inhale, sweep your arms up by your ears, look up, exhale, fold. Keep those arms by the ears until you can't go any further. Grab your ankles. If you're more advanced, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold, working those elbows again to the floor, belly to the thighs. Crown of your head is reaching to your feet. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take the tops of the feet into the hands where the toes touch the wrists, and again, bend the elbows down towards the floor. Continue to breathe deeply. And let's go a little bit deeper, wrapping the wrists around the outer edges of your feet. Interlace your fingers and fold as deep as you can into this forward fold, seated stretch. After several breaths, slowly come up. And now we're going to do wide leg stretch. So take a nice wide seated pose on your mat. Sit up tall. Turn and square your shoulders over your right leg and walk your hands down the leg and grab the foot with both hands. See if you can interlace the fingers, bending your elbows to the floor and working your chin to your shin. Keep the feet flexed, engage the kneecaps, holding here. And then slowly inhale, lift up. And let's do the left side. Walk the hands down the leg towards the foot. Interlace the fingers, switch the grip. Bend the elbows to the floor. And work your chin down towards your left shin. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to do a forward fold. So walk your hands forward, as far forward as you can, working that belly and the chin on the floor. Keep the feet flexed. Notice how my toes are pointing up towards the sky. Breathe here. If you have a block, you can also rest your chin on the block. Walk your hands back up to center. And let's bring the legs back together. Now we're going to slowly roll on down to our backs. Now lift your right leg up to the sky. Interlace your fingers around your calf as close to your heel as you can and lift your head and try to bring your chin towards your knee. And then slowly bring the head down, and you're going to grab that right big toe with your right peace fingers. Open the right leg out to the side and turn your head and look to the left side. Notice how my left foot is flexed and my left calf is staying on the ground. Inhale, bring the leg back up. And exhale, let that right leg come down to the floor. Now let's do the left side. Lifting the left leg up, interlace your fingers around the back of the calf. Keep both feet flexed, lift your chin. Try to bring that chin to the knee. And then release the head down. Grab your left big toe with the peace fingers of your left hand and open your leg out to the left as you turn your head and look to your right. Then inhale, bring the leg back up, and exhale, let the left leg come back down to the ground. Come back up to a seated position. We're going to do some seated balancing poses. So bend your knees, grab your big toes with your peace fingers, wrap your arms around the outsides of your legs, and we're going to straighten the legs up. Head comes back. Notice how my legs and arms are parallel. My feet are slightly flexed. Elbows are bent slightly. Holding here for several breaths. And then bend the knees and bring the heels back to the floor. Now we're going to take a deeper version. You're going to grab the outer edges of your feet right at your heels. This pose is a little bit different as I cup my elbows around my calves and I have my belly pressed against my thighs and my toes are pointed in this variation. And I'm looking towards my toes. Then bring the feet back down to the floor. And now we're going to move into a nice child's pose. Spread the knees, sit on the heels, Walk the hands forward and rest your forehead down on the mat. Rest here for several breaths before you move on with the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.